Good evening, Warrior Nation. This is Coach Wells coming here from the high, Savannah High, as the Warriors JV take on Groves JV in the game for the night. My guest today is
Demetrius Austin,
and we're bringing the game to you live today here on the Warrior Sports Network. Now, we talk about the Warriors JV. Last year they went undefeated. We know that the Warriors are 5A school. We talk about the JV. They didn't really play. They played mostly ninth graders on their JV last year, which was predominantly ninth graders. And they played all the JV schools here in Savannah or surrounding areas and went undefeated. So that lets you know that the talent that Jenkins has that's coming up and playing on varsity. Well, this year they got a bunch of ninth graders playing on JV, and they'll take it on the Groves team. JV had a pretty rough year last year. A lot of players, but they got a new coach, Coach Wells. No kidding to me. But, he's doing a great job over there at Groves, and I look forward to seeing a great game tonight. What's your take on it?
And to add on what you say, for them to come out of middle school, they work pretty hard over the summer during the summer workouts. And I'm interested to see what they can bring out. They're here to show off what they learned in the summer, their skills, come to impress the fans, impress the team, and more importantly, impress their families, because we have a lot of people out here to come support these JV teams tonight.
Absolutely, I totally agree. I see we sitting there on the press box, look down. Groves is the home team tonight, and they got a large fan base here tonight supporting Groves. As I said, the football team has took a turn since Coach Wells took over, and as you see, the Warriors always travel with a nice base of fans. So, now we get to see a lot of support on the JV side as well as the varsity. So, I guess we're getting ready for kickoff. The game was supposed to start 4 minutes ago. 5 o'clock. But now we're getting ready to get the game started.
Jenkins already taking the field, but it looks like the Groves coach still trying to talk to his players, get a couple last-minute drops in before they take the field. I'm interested to see how this is going to play out tonight.
Yeah, and, like I say, Jenkins being a 5A school, you see the number of players that they have on their sideline compared to Groves, a 3A school here in Savannah, Georgia, and the number of players that they have. So a lot of players from Groves going to be playing both sides of the ball tonight. And I wonder if that would affect them playing against a Jenkins JV squad that can rotate two or three offenses or defenses in at a time.
Well, we just gotta hope that with how hot it is out here, everybody stays energized, making sure they're drinking water.
I agree. Got to drink water. Got to stay hydrated. Well, we're getting ready to kick off. Jenkins will be receiving the kick. Groves kicking off. A lot of fans just pouring in here to, see a lot of the varsity players from both teams supporting. And the kick is off and it's fielded by the Warriors.
Punt return looking for a way to go to the outside. Oh my goodness, getting good yardage on the punt return.
Number 2, that is Ronnie Taylor, freshman. Like I say, this Jenkins Warrior team is full of freshmen, ninth graders that are playing on JV, and as we see the first kickoff, already a good return by Ronnie Taylor.
Already coming out the game, letting everybody know that just because we're ninth graders doesn't mean we don't have the skill. Obviously, that's a pretty good punt return just on the first play. You come out, you let them know we're here to play, not play around.
I totally agree. We're looking at the roster, and this whole entire Jenkins JV Warrior squad is freshmen.
Yeah.
That lets you know how many freshmen that they have come in. So, and a run, hand off up the middle.
And some good yardage going all the way from the 32 to just shy of the 20.
And that's number 6, Torian Wilson. And the Warriors with the hurry up offense, We talking about freshmen that are running an offense, a hurry-up offense in a JV game.
And that takes a lot of coordination. It shows these players are really put together. A lot has been instilled in them over this summer.
Oh yeah. They well disciplined the first drive.
And another run play?
Another run play, and
going to the outside. Oh my goodness.
number one, Jalen Elliott with the move, and he gets down to the 10-yard line. I say this freshman, this Warriors JV look like they got weapons all over the field, and they're all freshmen.
And a lot of killer instinct among the players.
They're hustling to the line. As you see, the center, the first one to the ball, the line hustling to the line. The quarterback, Jeremiah Gordon, same name as the varsity quarterback, Jeremiah, but he's controlling the offense. Another run play by the Warriors, and they're inside the 10-yard line now, maybe 8 yards from scoring a touchdown on their first drive.
Looks like the Groves defense picked up on the run plays early on. They were able to dismantle that play, but the Warriors going to come back out still strong.
Yeah, let's see what formation the Warriors in now, whether they Warriors line up with the eye back. Oh, look like it's offside on Groves. Oh, false start on the Warriors. That'll back them up 5 yards.
Those 5 yards ain't nothing. They'll get them back next play.
Oh yeah, they moving the ball fairly well out here tonight. This is simply amazing. Like I say, last year, Jenkins, they did the same thing. All their freshmen, all incoming freshmen, all freshmen played JV. And here's a break to the outside by number 9. Oh, and there's a flag on the play. It's a touchdown. Number 9, Thomas James, got in the end zone. But looked like a holding call on the Warriors. So that'll back them up another 10. Penalties, starting to take its toll on the Warriors.
They just got to keep in mind, it looks like they made a great push, but just don't let the push get ahead of yourself. You still got to play. Not come out, make simple mistakes like that, but it's all right. Yeah,
just shake it off and get back in the game and keep the offense rolling. If they get these yards back on this next play, that means they have short-term memory when it comes to making mistakes on this ninth grade, this JV team, which is
full ninth graders.
Full ninth graders, all ninth graders. And it's a timeout by the Warriors.
Just like take a timeout on the field, you're watching the Warrior football on the Warrior Sports Network on WSN YouTube channel. Join the Warrior craze.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
The JV Warriors taking on the JV from Groves. And here's a pass play from Jeremiah to number 12, Jaden Jackson, and the Warriors back inside the 5-yard line after those 2 costly penalties.
Easily getting the yardage back from the 2 penalties. Like we said, they shake these mistakes off. These Warriors boys, they come out, they want to play. And what I think it is, they had the determination to make it to varsity. And they're out there proving themselves tonight just by the first game.
Yeah. And I totally agree. I see some of these freshmen, these ninth graders, actually dressed out. And the Warriors are in the zone. That's number 5, Tyler Smalls, up the middle for a Warriors touchdown.
Dropping that shoulder to get in. He's not letting anything get in his way. And unstoppable force.
Hey, great drive by the Warriors. on this first possession, offensive possession. They're going for the field for the extra point, and we get to see if Groves, once they come off, whether they defense, the coaches on the sideline make some adjustments to adapt to this Warriors run game on next possession.
Yeah, this first offensive possession just have been a little bit of the guessing game from the defense. You're playing a new team you've never seen before. You don't really know what they're going to pull out, but...
Right, yeah, I mean, especially with freshmen coming from the middle school sector, now they're in the high school and the freshmen are playing a JV schedule, so they're playing all JV teams as a freshman team. And just missed the field goal, but the Warriors lead 6-0.
What happened?
I didn't know it was
Now we get to see the Warriors kick off and get to see the Warriors defense. Get to see this Warriors defense on their first series of the game.
And just bear with us, we're experiencing some technical difficulties.
Yes.
And the Warriors are going to make the punt.
Kick off, fielded by Groves. Nice return up to the 48-yard line for the Grove Rebels, and that's where they'll begin their first offensive drive of this game. And here comes the Warriors defense. The Warriors freshman defense look just as big as the varsity defense.
Yeah, and that's one thing I'd like to know. No matter what, these may be ninth graders, but they look like full-grown men out here on this field.
They're kind of huge.
And Groves with the run play.
Groves with a run. Had a nice run by the running back. He got about 7 yards on that carry.
It's not bad. Second down for Groves. Score still 6-0.
Yeah. The Warriors defense, he got past that first wave, but once he got to that second level, the Warriors defense, you saw how they collapsed on the ball and made the tackle.
They reacted very well, not letting that first wave just snap, get ahead of
and it's a tackle in the backfield for a loss of about 15. On that tackle was number 8, Chance King.
And a nice defensive play by Mr. King. Break through that offensive line and just get to the ball. Great play.
And I mean, with pressure on the quarterback, number 56, Chase King. I guess they're brothers. And here's Chase with the sack. And this is about another 15-yard loss of a play, and that was Chase King, the King brothers. We
going at it. We got a little feud on the field.
So we got two brothers on the freshman team that's kind of remind us of the Brothers of Destruction that played for the Warriors last year. One of them still here, Lorenzo Cowan. I mean, his brother Tavion Gasson, Brothers of Destruction. But now we got another set of brothers on this freshman team that's making some noise. Both of them with two big plays on the defensive end. Rose punted. Oh, fielded and fumbled. Oh.
Driving right down the outside.
Here's our number 1.
Spinning around.
That's number 1, Jalen Elliott.
Good way to recover from the punt. The Warriors are going to get the ball.
They pick it up and got some positive yards out of it. So the Warriors back on the field for their second offensive possession of the game, second offensive series of the game.
And you have to wonder what the defense has done to adjust to the Warriors' offense.
We're about to see now. We know the Warriors ran the ball fairly much on that first series.
Especially from the outside. They got to watch those outside.
Oh, absolutely. So maybe Groves coaches have made some adjustments, and they're probably geared towards stopping the run. Look like we have a timeout on the field. So with a timeout on the field, we'll take a timeout in the booth. You're watching the Warriors Sports Network on WSN YouTube channel. Welcome back to the high as the Warriors from Jenkins taking on the Rebels of Groves in this JV game, ninth grade versus JV matchup here today at Savannah High Stadium.
Warriors still up 6-0.
Looked like a penalty on that play, and it's backing the Warriors up 5 yards. A nice little inside hand. Whoa! And what a hit! Thomas James ran the ball for the Warriors, but he got scoop slammed by one of the Groves defenders. We can tell who watched WWE on Mondays and Thursdays and Fridays nights.
It looks like the defense did come back out here. Maybe that slam will reset things. Just give them a little bit of momentum, but we'll see.
Yeah, good stop by the Rebels.
And the Warriors with another run play, but it's just going to fall short.
About 2 yards on the play. Groves showing a little bit more urgency in making the tackles in this Warriors run game than they did on the first possession.
It looks like the defense did make the right adjustments trying to close that run game. The Warriors going to have to eventually start passing the ball.
Yeah, either that or try to get some runs to the outside and, try to get this Rebels defense on their heels. The Warriors with a substitution. This quarterback, Jeremiah Gordon, coming back in. Another timeout on the field by the Groves defense. So, timeout on the field. We'll go to another break. You're watching the Warrior football on the Warrior Sports Network.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Coming back from the break at Savannah High Stadium, the Jenkins Warriors are still up 6-0 to the Rebels.
On their second offensive possession of the game, and this 3rd down and 10 for the Warriors, and looked like we got a offside on the Rebels. The Warriors, Jeremiah Gordon, the quarterback with the hard count, got the Rebels to jump offside, which get them a little closer to the 1st down marker. So it's now to be third down and 5 for the Warriors.
And one thing from both teams we're seeing a lot is the flags. You know, both teams, they got to be careful and just make sure to play the ball safe. A lot of the penalties so far.
Oh, another run by the Warriors. Torian Wilson. And that results in a first down for the Warriors. Warriors offense moving the sticks with this run game.
Starting to march back down the field again like we usually see from him.
Yeah.
That offense will show perseverance.
Yeah, and, you know, they're not making too many mistakes. Yeah, the flags, they got about 3 flags, you know, this game, but, you know, they're very disciplined on that front line. And Jeremiah rolling out. Oh, and he's sacked for about an 8-yard loss. The Groves defense, great pursuit, number 17 for the Rebels.
Coming out of that pocket, nobody was open. They didn't really have enough time to get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
Just an unfortunate play.
Yeah, well, it was in situations like that when you got a quarterback rolling out right or left. You know, if your receiver's not open or there's no room to run, the next best thing, you're not in the pocket, so just throw it out of bounds, get rid of the ball. You know, it saves you a loss of yards, gets you back to the line of scrimmage, and you can replay the down. But he took the sack on that one. It's the second quarter.
We're going to go to a small commercial break. This has been Warrior Football on the Warrior Sports Network.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look back, you'll see that you didn't just make wishes, you realized them.
Welcome back to Savannah High Stadium as the Warriors from JV, the Warriors from Jenkins are taking on the Rebels from Groves in this JV matchup. Well, Warriors 9th graders and Groves JV team.
And that's impressive to see. You see a team full of 9th graders out here absolutely decimating this JV team. 12-0 at the half, haven't given Groves an opportunity yet to really make it past the 50-yard line. And that's just a testament to the Jenkins defense so far. You know, they've been out there playing, getting those stops, getting the sacks, just preventing that Groves offense from even, like, rolling.
Yeah, that the Warriors defense has been very stout. We talking about several tackles behind us.
This is for 15, 13 yards.
Yeah, as soon as the Rebels make a pass, the receivers have no time to get any yards after the catch because the Warriors DBs are right there on them. So the defense, the Warriors defense has played outstanding the first half, and the offense, they had three offensive series. The second offensive series was that, good. They stumbled a little bit, but
they came back out in that third possession and they marched down the field with that deep bomb from the quarterback to just about the 13-yard line.
Yeah, so and then they scored off a pass. So the Warriors, the defense are making plays, the offense are making plays, and they're actually playing good ball to be up 12-0 in this game. Now, on Friday night, the varsity returns to action as they travel to the Low Country to face the Bobcats from Bluffton High School. Last year, Bluffton traveled here to play the Warriors in a home matchup for the Warriors, and the Warriors stunned Bluffton and walked away with the victory.
And, I think with the way this football team has been looking this year, the same thing is going to happen again. We've got a lot of good players. Some may have graduated, but still, the Warriors here at Jenkins are just as good.
Yeah, they have talent all across the field, and we're going to start with the leader of that defense, or the leader of that team on the defensive side, Lorenzo Cowan, who has abundance of Power 5 offers, and I think he's down to 5 now. He's cut his list to 5 schools that he's going to select from. And then on the offensive side, you have Jeremiah James, the QB, who last year in the game made some plays against Bluffton. But Jeremiah, we know he can run the ball. We know he can throw it. We just look forward to seeing a good game come Friday night. I think the Warriors are up for the challenge. They start off the first game, they stumbled against BC, as they did last year, but then came out in the second game against Bluffton and played spotless football. So I expect the same thing from them this year when they travel down to the Low Country to Bluffton High School to play Bluffton, the Bobcats, on this upcoming Friday night.
And that's just a testament to the type of players that we develop here with the Jenkins athletic program. Players getting scholarships. We have a lot of well-disciplined teams, not just in football, but in our softball, our baseball, and all the other sports we offer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the Warriors sports program across the board is very competitive. They have talent in every facet of every team, sports team in the school. We're in 5A this year, 5A last year. I think after this year, finish 5A, the realignment begins again. So we never know where the Warriors are going to end up. Look like we're about to get the second half started with the Warriors kicking off to the Groves Rebels. And the second half, what you expect from the second half, the second half of the game?
I'm interested to see what the Rebels are going to pull out on this offensive end, but like we said, most of these offensive players are defensive players, and I know like the heat and the humidity, it has to start taking a physical toll on them after a while. It's going to be very hard for them to keep up with the Warriors that are able to switch out and rotate players, as opposed to Groves just keeping the same line on.
Yeah, and you know, nice little run by Rebels trying to get back. They got back to the 35-yard line on the kickoff return, but they got to start there. They haven't been across the 50 yet, so it's going to be interesting to see what the coaches drew up during halftime to get the Rebels to move the ball down the field against this Warriors defense.
And that's what I'm also very interested in, to see what more this defense can bring out. We've seen so many great plays from them, so it really just be interesting to see what level they really can play at.
Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to see, you know, the linebackers get in some action the second half. Haven't really called their name or their number a lot this game because the defensive line has been getting a lot of start.
First in.
So once again, there's another tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and that is number 55. That is Jordan Fan. Oh, another name on that defensive line. You just said it. Like the Rebels have it. They're able to crack that defensive front seven of the Warriors. So a lot of tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
A lot of loss of yards. You know, they really just have to come out here and just find a way to get through that first defensive line.
Yeah. And now we see Groves is going to 4 wide. So we expecting a pass here. Oh, and almost an interception, but a sack. Well, almost a sack by Chase King. He came off that defensive end and got to the quarterback. The quarterback didn't even have time to drop back and throw. Nobody's blocking him. He's coming off that end and he's straight to the backfield. And we talking Chase. Chase looks maybe about 6'1", 6'1" possible at a defensive end, and he's using his speed and agility. He's using his speed to get off the end and make a tackle.
And Groves trying to get a run play, but the running back just smacked back. Oh my goodness, the Warriors are demolishing their
number
offense.
52, Jaden Jackson. This Warrior defensive line is they're penetrating this Groves offensive line.
It's like they took those first couple slams personally, and they're dealing Groves a taste of their own dish.
4th down and 17 now, and I look like Groves about to punt the ball. I don't think they want to try it anymore against this Warrior front seven.
I wouldn't want to get slammed down anymore either. And short punt.
Oh, short punt. Oh, and he was going to the end zone and got tripped up by his own teammate. AZ Pope picked it up and was going to the house, and his teammate tripped him up.
We're still going to get the ball pretty close to that end zone. You know, I think this is a guaranteed touchdown play. They've shown time and time again, once they get close to that red zone, it's up for the Groves defense. There's nothing that can stop them.
No, the Warriors about to get the ball on the 26-yard line, almost inside the red zone. So I'm looking at 23-yard line. 23-yard line. So I'm looking at the Warriors to, try to run the ball, establish the ground game again, and get it moving and put the ball in the end zone.
And the Warriors gonna come out with another
Another
pass.
Woo, and almost
But the
almost a
defense-
catch, but the DB came and broke it up. Another nice pass by Jeremiah, but it was broken up at the end by number 32 from Groves, the DB. Looks like a timeout on the field. So with timeout on the field, we will go to a small commercial break. You're watching the Warrior football on the Warrior Sports Network.
Hey guys, it's me, Isabella Gomez, filling in for Smokey Bear because he's got more to say than just.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Like, if you're outside enjoying a barbecue, don't let a hamburger distract you from fire safety. Make sure you aren't dumping your hot coals or ashes onto the ground because that could start a wildfire. So take wildfire prevention seriously and let's save the world one day at a time. Juntos con Smokey Bear, podemos hacerlo. Go to smokeybear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
It's official.
And back from the commercial break, the Warriors have the ball, second down.
Tried to get a run going, but it was snuffed out by the Rebels defense. So it's 3rd down and 9 for the Warriors after the incomplete pass on the first play. We'll see what Coach James dial up now for this freshman squad to try to put the ball in the end zone.
You know, I think this is going to be an easy task for them. You know, they don't really let the downs discourage them. They're still going to come out and play just as hard.
Oh yeah, they play hard. They have short-term memory when it comes to plays and mistakes. So it's like a thing of the past, and then they do what they have to do.
And Jeremiah rolling out.
Oh, and through interception, he had room to run, and that was number 6, Torian Wilson, on the pass. Switched quarterbacks and put Torian at quarterback, and Torian threw the interception when he had room to run and probably could have picked up the first or a touchdown with all the room he had to get up the field.
You know, that's just trying to make quick decisions out on the field. You know, he did, I guess, what he thought is best, but
Trying to make splash plays, but sometimes the best play is the smart play. You know, you have the splash plays that you get the quick hitters and the long passes, and you know, you get the excitement, but he could have broke out and run and would have been the same. But he's a freshman, you know, freshman mistake, and he'll learn from that. He'll get better with his decision making. So we look forward to, you know, seeing him out there on this at the QB position once again.
and the Warriors still with that 12-point lead. You know, a lot of breathing room for them to be in the third quarter.
Oh yeah. It's 12-0 Warriors. Let's see what Groves does. Now they're in deep inside their 10-yard line, and they have yet to cross the 50 against this Warriors defense.
And we're going to take a small timeout break on the field. You're watching Warrior Football on the Warrior Sports Network.
And the Warrior defense grows inside the 10-yard line with the ball, and that Warrior defense is resilient. First play from scrimmage for the Groves Rebels, and it's a sack. Sacked by the Warriors.
And the Warriors are out for that safety, trying to get the offense back on this field.
Yeah, you want to set the tone, you get a safety right here. Oh, and there's a
Safety
safety.
down in the end zone, and the Warriors are going to get a safety on the play.
And they tried to run a quick pitch out of the end zone, but that Warriors defense was on it.
Great play from the defense, analyzing that Groves offense, making the quick adjustments on the field to sack in the end zone and get the safety.
Yeah, so with the safety, the score is now 14-0, which makes up for those 2 missed extra points that the Warriors had.
Creating even more of a cushion in that score.
Yeah, and now the Warriors get the ball back on a free kick from the Rebels. The free kick is just like varsity. They get a free kick from the 20. So this gives the Warriors excellent field position, which they've had pretty much all game.
They've been able to just move up and down the field at will so far.
So the Warriors pretty much done brought their backfield up to about the 35-yard line to receive this free kick from the Groves Rebels.
And the kick gonna fall just in front of the 40. The Warriors will cover it just about the 40.
Yep. Number 9, Thomas James, falls on the kick at the 40-yard line. So
Placing
the
them
Warriors,
in excellent field possession.
once again, they got great field position on the Rebel side of the field. So the Warriors will start from the 40 with 40 yards to go to pay dirt. The last offensive possession wasn't, spectacular. So, pretty much 4 and out. So we'll see what they do on this offensive possession with Jeremiah coming back in at quarterback. No, Jeremiah is now lined up at tight end. Is that?
And the Warriors with a nice
quick
run play
run.
straight down the middle.
Yeah,
Groves
like
trying to tackle him, but he still gets a lot of yards after the contact.
yeah, it's move the chains. It's first down for the Warriors. That's number 40 at tight end. Jeremiah is is finished for the day.
And I think after his stellar play today,
Yeah,
we've seen a lot of good performance from him on that offensive side of the
Yeah,
ball.
so-
These deep throws, just nice way to lead the offense from the quarterback position.
yeah, and we got a timeout on the field.
We'll take a small commercial break. This is Warrior Football on the Warrior Sports Network.
Fish it.
Right.
And back from the small timeout break, the Warriors up 14-0 The offense back out, still trying to lengthen that score.
Trying to move the ball up the field, running it. Torian Wilson at quarterback, and he's doing a great job with the quick handoffs to the running back to get quick yardage up the field. So it's about second down and about 7 right now for the Warriors.
And the Warriors come into that second down trying to recreate that amazing first down play. But it looks like the Groves defense was able to recover and they stopped them from another first down.
Another quick hit.
And, I think the Warriors are really just trying to run the clock at this point. They've pretty much got the win in the bag so far.
Yeah, they just running. Look like they just running the clock out, and it's third down and about 6 right now.
But with the way they've been playing, they can really go for another touchdown and just blow this Groves team out.
It's fourth quarter now. Warriors hustling to the line of scrimmage. They got 4 wide. So will it be a pass or a draw? I'm about to see. Yeah, it looks like a pass. Oh, Torian. Oh, and he pulled it down this time. And he's going. And he's inside the 5-yard line.
And the Groves defense just falling over each other and missing the easy tackles in the backfield for the loss, giving him the opportunity to run up the sideline and nearly get the touchdown.
Shifty play by Torian. Last play, we saw him do the same thing and threw the interception, forced the pass.
But this he learned from his mistake. He ran right down.
And got a first down and first and goal for the Warriors.
And that's just great evolution of offense that we've seen from Jenkins. They've been making small adjustments throughout, learning that Groves defense just so easily and been able to score at will pretty much.
Yeah, that's the players. They make the mistake. The coaches, they go to the sideline. The coaches address the mistakes they made on the field. Get them focused back on what needs to happen, and they come on the field, and they rewrite their mistakes that they made the last time. So it's great coaching by the Warriors coaching staff over at Coach James and his crew.
And the Warriors just shy of the touchdown, gonna go for it.
It's encroachment, so this will be a flag against the Rebels. Line up in the neutral zone, so it will be replayed down. It will be second down and
goal.
Yeah, second down and goal from the half-yard line. So gets the Warriors a little bit closer to pay dirt.
And just about to add another score onto that scoreboard. The Warriors, they have come out to demolish Groves. This freshman team really has a killer instinct.
Oh yeah, that is a team full of freshmen, and they're playing JV teams, local teams, JV teams in the area, and they're pretty much picking up where they left off last year with the last group of freshmen that played. Woo, Torian, he got caught up, and that's a sack by the Groves. By the Groves JV.
Trying to stop the Warriors from scoring again. They take the sack for some yardage loss, but it's still third down.
It's like they're not even bothered. They're in the huddle and they're waiting for the quarterback to come back with the plate. Torian getting the play from Coach Jenkins off the sideline.
And Groves making a substitution. Number 52 coming out for number 6.
You're probably expecting a pass, so they're putting more DBs in and probably expecting a pass now from the Warriors. So the Warriors lined up with 4 wide, 1 in the backfield. Torian with the snap and a move.
The shiftiness from the
and like a hold. He made the move.
But there was a flag on the play.
Yeah, it looked like holding on the Warriors. It's in that area where there's normally a holding call against the offense. It's thrown right at the line of scrimmage, so that's probably going to back the Warriors up another 5 yards. Oh, well, 10 yards. Yeah, for holding. So now it's 3rd down and goal from the 19-yard line.
You know, it's just important for the Warriors to just not let the score, let them get overzealous. You know, you still have to come out and play with your full push, even though the game's pretty much over. But
yeah, you still don't want to. You still want to
you don't want to
eliminate the
give your
mistakes.
opponent any edge to take.
Yeah, you still want to eliminate the mistakes. You're up, but you try not to have so many mistakes because you got another game that's coming up. So you don't want these mistakes. Oh, and that Groves defensive line got to the QB before he even attempted to make a move. So that's blocking on the O-line, but I say they're young, they're freshmen, they'll clean it up in
Still have a
practice
lot to
and
learn and perfect in practice.
absolutely.
Now it's 4th and goal for the Warriors, right around the 20, 25, 26-yard line.
I'm not sure if they're going to punt it. They may try to just throw it deep and
Wish for their best. But so far, that has garnered them a lot of success.
yeah. Those pass plays that they had, the receivers came back and made the catches, and so we'll see what play Coach James and his crew draws up here. 4th down and 30. 4th down and goal from the 30. I say it's definitely a crowd out here.
Especially on this Grove side, the seats are packed.
Yes, it is, and this is great to see in support of JV football at these high schools. JV teams usually get overlooked, but I'm happy to see the support for these JV teams out here. We got a game that's here to follow. See, Windsor is down there. Don't know who their opponent is, but there's another JV game after this one.
And we're going to go to a small commercial break. You're watching Warrior Football on the Warrior Sports Network.
What do you wish for? A nice life? Nice things? Or do you wish for something more? A sense of purpose? Do you wish to discover a cure? To write code that cracks an unsolvable question? To further our exploration into space? Or to invent something that changes everything right here on Earth? Well, if that's your wish, make yourself ready. Because when you look
Oh my!
Oh, wow.
What a great play from the Warriors. Just another deep bomb for the touchdown. Groves might have been able to stop the run plays, but those deep, long passes, their DBs have not been able to keep up with the Jenkins receivers. They've been not playing pretty good coverage. This is just defensive breakdown.
That play was absolutely amazing. We talk about 4th down and goal from the 30 from penalties that the Warriors picked up and sacks. And Torian Wilson
just come and reverse all of that lost yardage in one simple play.
One play and threw a bomb into the end zone, and Jalen Elliott with the spectacular catch over his head into the end zone, and the Warriors are now up 20-0 against this Rebels team from Groves.
Great play from this ninth grade team. This is spectacular play from a group of ninth graders.
Yeah, and
not something you see every day, but this is just a testament to the work they put in over the summer,
Yes.
and the skills that they've become well-rounded in.
And what's to look forward to in the future, because
Yes.
man, this Warriors team this freshman team
Just
is
the beginning of such a-
spectacular. They're playing football, and you got Groves JV on this side, and I'm sure, like, I know these kids are tired. Like you said, it's hot. They playing both sides of the ball. You know, the Warriors are rotating players in and out, and it like this gets difficult. You know, back in my day when I played high school football, I played both ways. Pretty much never came off the field. I had to pull myself off the field to take a break, but I was back on after about a play or two. But it's kind of difficult these days. It wasn't as hot back then when I played. You know?
And to just acknowledge the physical willpower from the Groves players, you know, to still be out here and even wanting to play in such extreme heat.
Oh yeah. And playing both sides of the ball, like we stated. So, hey, hats off to them. They just run into, you know, a freshman Warriors team that's pretty much built for it.
The unstoppable force in the offense and the immovable object in the defense.
And Groves looked like he was trying to take it to the house, but got back to the 31-yard line, 36-yard line on the kickoff return. So we see if Groves try to put some points on the board or try to at least get across the 50 on their last possession.
Yeah, this is
against this
more than
Warrior
likely going
defense.
to be the final drive from the Groves offense. They can either come out here and show that, you know, we might have taken the beating, but we're not going to take it laying down.
Right. Now, I say a win-win for them is just to get across the 50, because they haven't crossed the 50 all day, all game. So just to see them get across the 50 would be
A spectacle.
yeah. And they switch quarterbacks again. Number 18, and he almost broke, but he got about 3 yards on the carry. That play ended quickly after he looked like he had some green grass, but that closed up quickly.
Building up that speed in the backfield, but just the Jenkins defense stopping him before he even has a chance to get anywhere downfield.
That defense is quick. This freshman team has some ballers.
They've been reacting very well to the offense, making the on-field adjustments, getting the hits and the stops. This defense is amazing.
Whoa! Sack! Fumble!
But it looks like Groves did recover the ball.
Yeah, but the quarterback took a hit just now.
His jersey
has come out his shoulder pad. It's like that. It's like that meme that's out there where the kid, first game he go out there and he plays, and it looked like he played against the Tasmanian Devil because his jersey
was all
ripped up. But oh man, he took a hit that his shoulder pads came out his jersey. Woo. And that's game. That's
the Jenkins Warriors absolutely demolishing Groves out here. A 21-0 victory from the 9th grade team. What a great insight to the future we have in Jenkins football from their play. I'm Demetrius Austin.
And I'm Coach. Yeah. So going back to the game, like I said, this freshman team is playing JV teams in the local area, and you have the Warriors freshmen beating the Groves JV team 20-0. They just picked up where the freshman team from last year left off, because the freshman team from last year
went undefeated
playing against local JV squads in the area.
And it takes a well-disciplined team to come out here and play like this. So this is really just great to the coaching staff, great to the players. Was a great game for them.
Yeah, and like I say, this freshman team has athletes all over the field, which is simply amazing. Like, we get to see what the future for the Warriors is going to be like in the next 2 to 3 years. The freshmen from last year are all now sophomores, and they're playing varsity, and they're making their mark on the field. So we actually see them on the field, but this freshman squad is going to be something.
They're going to be a problem later on. Once their skills develop and mature, this team will be a problem. You can just
imagine what the chemistry, what it's going to look like when that 2026 class and 2027 class
really
become 11 and 12th graders, and they develop.
Having played together for years since your freshman year, your team chemistry is going to be unbreakable.
And I can see the way these kids are developing, the way that Coach Welch, Coach James, and their staff is developing these young players at Jenkins to be successful for the future is absolutely amazing. I can see a state championship in Jenkins' future probably within the next couple of years. So I look forward to being on board, look forward to seeing it, look forward to calling it. You know, I would love to be in Atlanta at the Georgia Dome or the Mercedes-Benz Stadium calling the state championship game with Jenkins against whoever in the next couple of years. This is absolutely amazing, but as I said, we get to see what the future is going to be like for the Warriors, and I'm excited.
So for Demetrius Alston,
I'm Coach Sylvester Wells,
saying so long from Savannah High Stadium, where the Jenkins Warriors absolutely demolished Groves 21-0.
Great game. Look forward to the next one, and thank y'all for joining Warrior Football on the Warrior Sports Network. All games aired on the Warrior Sports Network are streaming live and archived on the Warrior Sports Network YouTube channel. This has been a presentation of Jenkins High School Athletics.